kids, I hope my previous video was really helpful to you because in this video I'm going to tell you how can you use the different options present in the layout tab. So let's get started. So first of all, let me just show you the text that I have prepared. So it's a simple quiz of rearrangement of English sentences. Okay, so here I'm going to first of all set the margin. So for selecting the margin, you can simply click on this button and then by default it is selected as normal. If you wish, you can change it to any of the options below. And let us say that you don't want to select the given options, then you can simply go to custom margins to give your own options. The moment you will click here, you will get the page setup box, and from here you can change the margins. Margins are basically of 4 types, that is top, bottom, right and left. So from all the 4 sides you can change the margins. Alright, and then just next to the margins here you have the orientation button. So orientation, there are basically 2 types of orientations. Okay, and whenever you have to change the orientation, then you can simply either click on this button. Let me show you first. I'll cancel this and then just click on this button and it will give you the 2 options, portrait and landscape. You can see the difference between the 2 by the picture shown here, right? So that you can do. And then after, if you wish to change the size of your document, then you can simply click on this particular button of size. By default, all your document appears in the size of a letter. Okay, and then if you wish to have it printed on an A4 sheet, then before printing you need to change the size to A4. Likewise, if you want your document to be of different sizes, then you can select this option. Okay, now we move on to columns. That means if you wish your document to appear in different columns, then you can select this columns button and select the corresponding columns that you want. By default, it is always set to 1. That is why all the text that you write in your document appears in 1 column. But if you have seen a newspaper, so in newspaper what happens? We have different columns, right? So you can also write in the same manner by selecting this columns option. Suppose that I want to let us say display these sentences in a column format. So for that I'll select my text and I'll go to columns and I'll click on 2. The moment I'll click on 2, you will automatically see that my selected text will be divided into 2 columns. Okay, so that's how you can work with columns. Now next we have the breaks option here. So breaks is basically used for your line break and the page break and your column break. Okay, so I'll explain you page break and column break by giving you a simple example. That is, let us say that this is the page where you wish to insert a page break. So page break is basically used to break one complete paragraph into 2 or more paragraphs. Okay, so this is basically helpful where we have long paragraphs. So that way what happens is, wherever you find a long paragraph, you can insert a break there so that it gets into a new paragraph or to a new page. So that is called as a page break. Alright, and then next we have the line break. So line break also helps you in breaking one single line. Okay, apart from that, you have various options of breaking the text into columns, then text wrapping, and then if you have to insert a section break, that means you want to bring the text to the next page, then you can use this option. Okay, so that's all that you need to know in this page break button or the breaks button. So that was all for the layout tab. For more, wait for my next video. Thank you.